Hey guys, it's Bible Girl. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about something I'm doing on church on Sunday. So for this whole half of the school year, we've been doing a thing in our children's ministry called the Christian Chronicles, where we're talking each month, one special Sunday, about just different Christians after the Bible was written who have done amazing things. And it's actually been really cool for me because 2 of the 4 people, counting this month, that we've done are people I just kind of recently learned ever existed. So the first time we did Perpetua, and maybe I'll talk about her another time because she's pretty cool. But this Sunday we're going to talk about a woman named Amy Carmichael, and I just wanted to share a little bit about her. So Amy is this really interesting woman that lived at the end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century. She grew up in Ireland, and from a very young age just had a heart towards people. She actually found Christ and started ministering to the poor working girls and working people, the younger people in her local area. And she felt very led to that. She took them to church, she took care of them, but the people at church kind of were horrible. It's sadly something that hasn't changed over the course of history too much. There are plenty of churches you bring a poor person who's not dressed very well, and they don't treat them well. So Amy thought that was ridiculous and started her own church, which, considering the time period, is kind of crazy. So Amy's church is still around today, which is fantastic, but she felt called to leaving the UK. She felt called to missions. So she went to Japan for a little bit, got horribly sick, and that just wasn't the place for her. She went to India, and India was where she would spend the rest of her life. She was just doing missions. She was working with other women, occasionally like a husband or something of one of the other women. She didn't really hit her stride until she met a little girl who was being trafficked. There was a practice at the time where people would give their children to Hindu gods, and a lot of the times that ended up meaning they got sexually abused and things like that. It was not a good thing. But this little girl just felt led to her, and God used this little girl and other children who had been a part of Amy's early ministry in India to really lead the path of where it was going. Amy, she did reach adults too, but she so much saved children. In fact, she worked very tirelessly to help children. Her place became essentially an orphanage. And this place is still around today too. And her work, tirelessly working towards protecting these kids, made it so this practice of giving your children to the Hindu gods is illegal in India now, in no small part because of what Amy did. Amy continued to work really tirelessly until one day she got hurt as she was inspecting a summer place to take the kids for cooler weather. And she really, beyond a couple steps in her room, couldn't walk ever again. And you would think that would be kind of the end of her work, but it wasn't. She took time to write, and she wrote tons and tons of books while she was bedridden for years. The kids Amy took care of and worked with and presented the gospel to called her Amma, or Mom, and she was just loved so much. And this is just one story that I'd never heard that impacted so many people, and the world and our history of a church is full of so many people. So if Amy's story, this Testimony Tuesday, gives you just happiness in your heart, and that it can inspire you to do great things too. Love you guys, God bless, and let's go out in the world and make a difference. Bye.